A good weekend to everybody. Ultimate Battle is back. Season 3 is here. We are sorry for the slight delay. There was a little bit of technical problems in there, but Ike and Mike are ready to go. We are ready for this battle. Ikali of Plus Legends from Ghana, Mike all the way from the UK, the UK-based Nigerian player coming up against Ikali from Ghana. Another international battle on the cards. And with what we've been seeing within the past few weeks for our Ghanaian players, it doesn't look like things are going well on Ultimate Battle for the Ghanaian players. But we are back to our Plus Legends esports man. Maybe he might be able to redeem the Ghanaian players. But so far, it's not going well for them. For Big Mike, this is his first time on Ultimate Battle. We are looking forward to seeing how he'll be playing, matching up against a very strong player in Ikali. This promises to be a very strong one. We go for the quick break. When we are back, we get straight into the first fixture of the day. The best of 5 points start soon. Let's go for that quick break. When we are back, Mike versus Ikali. Get ready to do battle.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
And we are back. The first battle is here. Ikali Plus Legends versus Mike X Games all the way from the UK. Another international battle on our hands. It promises to be very interesting. So far, I hope you've been loving the international battles. If you have been loving the international battles, kindly leave a like on the stream. Kindly leave a like on the stream if you've been loving season 3 so far. And I will keep doing this. It's always for the fans. Ultimate Battle, we are here for the fans. Kindly like the stream if you haven't already. Kindly share the link. Share the link so others can join in the fun as well. If you haven't subscribed already, kindly hit that subscribe button. Put us on post notification. This and every Friday evening, we bring you the best of these battles. And for you to enjoy yourself. If you are a FIFA esports lover, in fact, if you're an esports lover, this is the channel for you. Ultimate Battle. We are ready for the action. Ikali Plus Legends. We've already seen what he can do on Ultimate Battle. Remember season 2, he was in that battle, qualified for the competition as well in the final stages, where it was very difficult for him. Started very well, but in the end, Pretty Boy Dells knocked him out of that competition. But on a very, very good day, Ikali, very, very strong to beat. We've already seen what he can do. For Big Mike, first time on Ultimate Battle. It's very interesting when the new guys come on Ultimate Battle. We always want to see what they can do, and I'm really, really excited to see what Big Mike can do on this grand stage. But we are ready to go now. Ikali is ready. Big Mike is ready. We are ready for the battle. I hope you are all ready. as we head into this one. Ikalio in the all-white kit, kicking from left to right, with Big Mike in that Barcelona kit, kicking from right to left. A very, very tight one. And well, we hope we can see an excellent battle like we did last week, where we saw Aaron versus Kalu, who took us down to the wire. If you weren't here last week, well, you know what to do. Go back into our live streams, get onto that battle, Kalu versus Aaron, and I'm sure you enjoy yourself to the fullest. What a battle that was. In fact, on day one, that first battle between Guy Kobe and Dr. Dex was also very, very strong one. Even though Dr. Dex kind of swept that series 3-0, Guy Kobe put up a very strong fight. But the Senegalese are, well, ahead of his compatriots there. And a big battle coming up now. Another Ghana versus Niger battle. I know I said he's a UK-based player, but he's actually a Nigerian. Big Mike coming from Nigeria. And, of course, our very own Ikalio from Ghana, from Plus Legends. So Big Mike, the UK-based Nigerian player from X Games, part of the esports team X Games, coming all the way from Nigeria, playing from the UK. And well, the international battles keep on coming. If you've been enjoying them, kindly smash that like button. Ultimate Battle is live and we're ready to go. Roberto Carlos, Sangari. So you can have a feel of how the teams are going to be lining up. Ikalio has got a very strong forward line. He's got, of course, the deadly R9, the Titans item R9 up front. That is his loan item in partnership with the newly released Ronaldinho card in that SBC is there as well. And a midfielder who's been touted as the best in the game, Milinkovic-Savic, of course, because of his frame, very difficult to stop. He's also in that starting lineup for Ikalio. Reverse Elastico, big move, big goal. That is the curtain raiser for this battle. The Plus Legends esports man starts as strong as he would like. Ronaldinho, the man we just spoke of, as deadly as you'd like, into the reverse Elastico, smashing that into the far post, as Edwin van der Sar just can't do anything about that. Ikalio starting very strong. Well, this is the first time actually that a Ghanaian player has scored in his first battle. Remember the first battle, Dr. Dex versus Guy Kobe, it was Dr. Dex who took the lead first. Aaron versus Kalu, it was a Nigerian who also took the lead. But maybe we are heading into a different trajectory. The Plus Legends esports man drawing first blood in this one. What can the UK-based player do with this one? Very tidy finish. Same move. Well, come on, copy of what we saw from Ikalio. The reverse Elastico proving to be a very damaging skill move. Thomas Lemar striking that one into the far post. And well, goalkeeper seemed to be struggling when the ball is shot at that far post and it's just doing damage. The reverse Elastico into the shot, proving to be very vital for both sides. 1-1. Well, we'll have to see goals. Ultimate Battle producing goals. And even our first battle, Ikalio versus Big Mike, producing goals. First 20 minutes gone. We've already got 2 goals to show for that. And well, it's very crazy. Emmanuel Bonzi says, I like that season 3 of Ultimate Battle feels broad. Yes, thank you, Emmanuel Bonzi. I know you've been following very sternly. Want to say a big thank you for following us everywhere on social media. On Twitter, I see you, and on YouTube, I also see you. Season 3, we had your pleas saying that you want Ultimate Battle to go international. Well, this is the stage for our Ghanaian players to also go international. Ultimate Battle bringing you the best of battles that you can hope for. Milinkovic-Savic in the deadly areas. Let's go once again. Well, it feels like it is his go-to move now. Ikalio regaining his lead once again. Milinkovic-Savic, touted as one of the best midfielders in the game. With that huge frame, has 5-star skill moves. And putting that to very good use. Ikalio back in the lead. 2-1. And the Plus Legends esports man attacking very strongly. I must say, when he gets into those tight, intricate areas, he's able to execute very well. Well, what does Big Mike have for us now? He's been drawn back. As you were now, Big Mike. What have you got for us, Ryan Gravenberg? The newly released 40s item in that midfield in partnership with his goal scorer, Thomas Lemar. Here comes Ahmed Musa. Elastico into the 10, bringing stop, but Milinkovic-Savic feels like he's everywhere at this moment. With a very big block and a very good situation, regains that ball. Back for Icarly. Over the top 2 ball. Here comes the Plus Legends Esports man again. Can he capitalize? Very good move there. A shifting goalkeeper, but an extra pass proving to be the difference. Petr Cech able to smash that into the wide gaping goal. Icarly extend his lead by 3-1. Very good stop to kind of put the defense off. Big Mike fell for that quick stop from Icarly, and he baited him into that one. Found Petr Cech with the open goal to shoot at. So Icarly is using the most popular goalkeepers in the game currently. Milinkovic-Savic and Petr Cech doing damage for the Plus Legends Esports man. Ronaldinho, he comes for the attack once again. Icarly just can't seem to stop scoring at this moment, but just offside. A very strong 35 minutes for the Plus Legends Esports player. So far, so good for the Ghanaian. Shevchenko, Gravenberg, bad pass. Very well read, I must say. Marcos Llorente, the footage item was also released. It's making that midfield very, very strong. The partnership from Milinkovic-Savic and Marcos Llorente so far have been deadly and clinical to watch. From Big Mike's standpoint, I feel like he hasn't really settled into the game. After he scored that goal, it seems like he's rushing the passes a bit. But Ultimate Battle is not just one game. It's the best of 5 series, and you have a lot of time to prove why you must be crowned champion for this battle. Ahmed Musa once again. Big Mike trying that heel to heel. This time around, Icarly reading that all the way. So that's the lineup. Roberto Carlos. He's got Petr Cech up front. R9 Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, Dumfries. The footies item Llorente, Milinkovic-Savic, Maldini, Konate, and the footies item Diego Carlos, completing the final 11 with Oblak also in goal. A very, very strong lineup from the Ghanaian, who's up by 3-1. Could this be the battle that will see the first win for the Ghanaians on Ultimate Battle Season 3 edition? Icarly seems to be on the right path though. Maldini, Saints just heel to heel coming in for Roberto Carlos. The Big Mike can grab a goal here. Well, surely going to make things a little bit more interesting. Ryan Gravenberg with another elastical. Milinkovic-Savic. Well, the phenom in midfield. He's almost like MTN. Everywhere you go, you're finding him. Milinkovic-Savic. Everywhere, he's already there. Making very, very strong tackles in that midfield area. Icarly utilizing that card very well. Final minute to go. Big Mike has to be perfect from here on out. Roberto Carlos decides to go back into Gravenberg in that midfield area. Shevchenko into the move. Well, feels like it's the battle of the elasticals and the reverse elasticals. Well, that skill move being utilized by both of these players very well. Well, here comes the Croqueta. The new one introduced into the battle. And that spells the end of the first half. Icarly still up by 3-1. But in the end of that first half there, Big Mike putting on some pressure there with well, he's going to give Icarly something to think about going into this half. But I hope you're enjoying the battle. If you haven't liked the stream, kindly do so. Kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share the link, share the link. Ultimate Battle is live. Your weekly streaming esports platform is live for this big battle. Coming to you live where Icarly, the Plus Legends esports man from Ghana, facing off against the Nigerian UK-based player, Big Mike. And so far, the Ghanaian in cruise control at this moment, leading by 3-1. If you're just joining, this is the first game of the battle. Remember, it's the best of 5 series. And Icarly is on the right path to grab game 1. Check. Ronaldinho. Another over the top 2 ball. That was a very quick one. Can Cech finish it off this time around? Well, decided to go with that long range effort. But Big Mike in his way. Savage. We haven't seen the step overs too many times from Icarly though. Step over as well. I may have jinxed it a bit. But the Plus Legends esports man bringing out everything in his arsenal. Very, very strong performance. R9 Ronaldo with a lot of space to work with. And he makes good use of the space. Ikalio up by 4 now. The Ghanaian putting on a show now. 15 minutes gone. We've already got 5 goals in the game. And the Plus Legends Esports player with majority of the goals in his favor. Son. Big Mike can salvage something from this game. Here comes Shevchenko once again. Sangare. Mike, can he finish this stuff this time around? Decided to go back with that reverse elastical, but some tight spacing and really aggressive defending from Ikalio. Wins in the ball back by high pressing from Mike. Brilliant move. Just couldn't cap it off with the finish. A very good roulette. Getting away from the defender. But an excellent save from Yano Black in goal. Ikalio holding on to that 4-1 lead at this point in time. There's still a lot of minutes on the clock left for Big Mike to try to probably make the biggest comeback of all time we've seen on Ultimate Battle. Down 4 goals to 1. If he's able to equalize from here on, well, that's going to be crazy. But it looks like it's going to be a very difficult task to complete. Son. Well, with 60 minutes gone, it just kind of feels like both players know what the end result is going to be like. But on Ultimate Battle, we say never say never. The Tottenham Hotspur man giving the X Games Esports player some hope going into the final minutes. Heung-min Son with a very crucial goal at this point in time to pull the deficit back to 2. Ikalio must be wary, as in these final moments, anything could happen. Well, FIFA 23 has been in the system for a very long time now. If you don't know, FIFA 23, you're leading by 2-0 with a lot of time on the clock. Anything could happen. Marcos Llorente feels like Ikalio knows. And he's trying to put the game to the sword. Marcos Llorente, very good finish with that weak foot of his. Smashes that into the back of the net. And the Atletico Madrid man makes it 5 goals now. Just as Big Mike looked like he was getting back into the game. Ikalio says no way that's happening on his watch. It's now 5 goals to 2 with just 66 minutes gone. Well, if you're a fan of games that involves a lot of goals, well, surely this one is going to excite you a lot. 67 minutes gone, 7 goals. Ikalio in a very dominant position. Keep the comments coming in. How impressed are you with Game 1's performance from Ikalio? It seems to be unstoppable at this moment. Compare his performance to the likes of Guy Kobe and Kalu, who played in Battles 1 and 2. And how do you think the Ghanaian is progressing from here on going so far? Petr Cech looking to make it 6. Very good stop there for Marcos Llorente at the back. Big Mike trying to prevent Ikalio from doing more damage. Emmanuel Bonzi coming in saying Kalio is likely to get a sweep. Well, that's a very bold prediction. But judging from what we've seen in Game 1, well, that could happen as well. Milinkovic-Savic with the set goal. Ikalio unrelenting at this point. Well, it's getting out of hands now. The Plus Legends Esports man in full total control of this one. Makes it 6. And looks like there's going to be no way back for Big Mike in this game. But that is not going to be an Ultimate Battle. Remember, if this is your first time here, it's always a best of 5 series. So it's first to 3 wins. Ikalio will have to get 3 wins on the board before he can be crowned the winner of this battle. So Big Mike, well, I know you can't hear me because you are playing kindly, but you already know of the rules. And you know it's not all said and done yet. If you can get back into the game in the second battle, then surely all hope is not lost. And with some few minutes to go on the clock. In games like these where you're down by a lot of goals, 6 goals to 2 is a lot. In games like this, you just start planning for what you're going to do in the next game, what you're going to do differently, if you're going to change your tactic, if you're going to change your style of play. You just start planning right now. Are you going to play a little bit more defensively? Are you trying to play a possession-based game? What are you going to switch up? That is why I feel like we'll be running through Big Mike's mind at this moment. Oh, there's the third for him. At this point, a consolation from the Nigerian striker Ahmed Musa up top for Big Mike, making it 6-3, making the scoreline look a little bit more respectable, I should say. At this point, it just looks like there's no way back for the UK-based player Ikalio. Well, under a bit of pressure going into these final moments, with just 7 minutes to go, Big Mike trying to prove a point. You're empty. Well, I've been meaning to ask this question. Between Arox and Dr. Dex, whose performance were you most impressed with? In fact, not just Arox and Dr. Dex, from Arox to Kalu to Dr. Dex to Guy Kobe, whose performance were you most impressed with? Maybe you just really like that person's style of play, and then what you seen from Ikalio and Big Mike, what really has gotten to you? Let me know in the comment section as we are heading towards the end of the first game of the battle. Ikalio versus Big Mike. First game, very, very one-sided in favor of the Plus Legends esports player who's in a very healthy position to grab the victory. Shevchenko, final chance here for Big Mike, but Ikalio with some very, very staunch defending that we've seen all game long. As the final whistle comes now, the big final whistle comes now. Game 1 ends with Ikalio proving to be too strong for Big Mike, but it's not all over. It's a best of 5 series. Big Mike, you've got to step up now, as after this break we head into game 2 of this best of 5 series. Ikalio versus Big Mike.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come be your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
Well, game 2 is upon us. From what we saw in game 1, Big Mike struggling heavily, beating heavily, 6 goals to 3, but everything, in fact, anything could change at this point. And I'm very expectant of the UK-based player to really pull up something big in game 2. But without Aikaliu has been playing very, very precise in attack. He knows what he's all about when he gets in those final third movements. We've seen the reverse elastical from him. We've seen the elastical from him. We've seen the step overs, the deadly step overs also from him. And he looks like he's got a lot to prove in this battle. And so far, he's been very strong. Well, same kits for both of these sides. Aikaliu still in the all-white, while Big Mike rocking probably his favorite team, the Barcelona jersey, in that one as well. Big Mike, first chance, first goal. Well, that is how you respond. A very good response coming in from the UK-based Nigerian man. Big Mike is on the board for this one, starting as strongly as you'd like. A very good pass to Doko, and the move we've seen a lot of times today. The reverse elastical proving to be as deadly as you'd like. Now, quick question for you guys in the chat as well. Reverse elastical or step overs? Which one is more deadly? Because in that game between A-Rogs and Carlo, it was the step overs which were very dominant. But in this one so far, reverse elastical seems to be everybody's go-to move. Wow. Musa. Big Mike just feels like he's got a different type of play style now. He's got different type of energy going into game 2. That is what we'll have to see on Ultimate Battle. If you are down in game 1, that is not the end of the affairs. The reverse coming in again, but this time around, Aikaliu very wary of that danger, and he could capitalize with the counter. And Ronaldo, very, very good stop. End-to-end stuff now. End-to-end stuff now. Well, earlier I asked how you guys were impressed with the previous battles, and Junior GH says in this order he would rank the players he's seen in season 3. He says Dr. Dex is number 1 for him. Well, that emphatic victory from Dr. Dex, getting that 3-0 victory against Guy Kobe places him number 1 on his list. A-Rocks coming in second, he was also a champion. Kalu comes in third, Guy Kobe 4th in that order from Junior GH. Well, Junior GH, we've heard you, seems like we're really impressed with the Senegalese and the Nigerian. You make so. Speaking of the Nigerian, here's another one looking to score more goals. Big save, Jan Black, to keep the scoreline 1-0. Ikalio under loads of pressure now. Big Mike seems to have, well, flipped the switch at this point. Roberto Carlos down the byline. Very strong intensity now from Ikalio. Well, sorry, from Big Mike. Gravenberg, we haven't seen a change in personnel so far for Big Mike. It just feels like a shift in energy, and with the way he's playing, more direct, getting at that defense of Ikalio, and it's proving to be very difficult for the Ghanaian to handle. Llorente, very good through ball to find Roberto Carlos down that flank, over the top, trying to find Petr Cech. Well, you're looking to utilize the goalkeeper's height in that area, but he gets him. Joko could make it too. The man who grabbed that first goal, Big Mike. On a very good path. Here comes that roulette once again. Big Mike. My goodness. Starting his stuff now. He's up by just one goal. But it feels like a second could be coming anytime soon. And Ikalio, well, he surely is one at this point. On the attack of his own now. Roberto Carlos decides to go back into Ronaldinho. Ikalio Ted couldn't finish it off with the move. Last ditch tackle. Well, stuff like this excites me a lot. I enjoy goals, but last ditch tackles like these just puts everybody on edge. Ikalio thought he had that finish, but a very brilliant tackle. Llorente, well, he was trying to be smart about it. Ikalio shifting that goalkeeper to the right side. And Big Mike looking to take advantage, shooting near post. But Jan Oblak, quick reflexes to save that one. Corner. Roberto Carlos able to defend very, very well. Ikalio out of danger. Monobonzi says reverse elastical can be intercepted now. Not sure of step overs. Interesting. Ronaldinho. I could equalize from this point on going. But well, straight at the goalkeeper. He's been magnificent in goal for Big Mike so far. Well, speaking of reverse elastical and how it can be intercepted, I feel like it's angles. With skill moves in FIFA 23, I feel like it's angles for me. When you've got the defender behind you in a certain angle, you're able to utilize it. So I feel like the pro players this year, Ikalio, Big Mike, have been able to master those angles, and they're really using it to their advantage. And that is why we see the reverse elastical being utilized. For the step overs, it's also angles, but comparing step overs to reverse elastical, I feel like the angles, we've got more angles where you could use step overs than more angles where you could use reverse elasticals. That is how I feel like. What do you think in the comment section? Which one works more for you? For Emmanuel Bonzi, he feels like the step overs works more for him. But for myself, I could also lean towards the step overs because it's just so deadly at this point. But the two work, and if you know how to use those two very well, you could play like these two that we are seeing on our screens at this moment. Joko, very good pass. Well, Maldini, that is why he's in that lineup. Makes a very strong interception. But Big Mike still on the attack. That is the second goal. Joko, brilliant finish. It didn't look like anything was going to materialize, but when that pass came in from Son on that turn, in a very good finish, things have turned. The tables have turned now. Well, I read earlier in the chat that someone said this game was going to be this battle was going to be a sweep. Well, how do you like it now? Things changing. And with the first half almost coming to an end, Ikalio has a lot to think about now. Had a very easy in game one, but in game two, things not going to plan for the Plus Legends esports, man. Wow. Kamaldeen Tazeen, I've seen your comment saying, I personally trained Kalio for this game. Charlie, be like your training, you work for game one. Game two, Kalio kind of struggling a bit, but he's got the whole of the second 45 minutes to rectify those errors in his game to try to get back into this series. Well, in game 2, actually, he's already leading the series by a 1-0. So, Kamaldeen Tazeen, we appreciate that you took your time to train Kallio for this game, and I hope he's making you proud. I know in game 2, you'd probably be worried, but it's still not all said and done. Junior GH, he says, haven't seen anyone try Hocus Pocus, one top defense splitting skill. Hocus Pocus, FIFA 23 in a competitive setting. Wow, then maybe you'd probably be, unless maybe you're probably cruising 5-0 where you could go to that skill move, because under pressure, sometimes even the skill move doesn't even come to mind. So I kind of understand these players. That is why I always appreciate them when they pull off the skill moves. It's not easy playing under pressure, being nervous, and sometimes you even have sweaty fingers and still being able to pull off some of these moves. I know the Hocus Pocus is a very good skill move to use, but maybe the combinations are too much. But Junior GH, I kind of understand you. If you are looking for skill moves like these, then maybe we could lead towards a more skillful players. Who would you regard as the most skillful player you've seen play? Let me know in the chat who has been the most skillful player you've seen play. I've speaking to some of the pros from the Ghanaian scene. I spoke to Skradada some time ago, and he pointed out a Play Province gamer who he felt like was one of the most skillful. Pretty Boy Dels comes into that conversation. I've heard people also put Montana in conversations like that. You could have even Skradada himself also being very, very skillful. Who's your favorite skiller when it comes to FIFA 23 in the Ghanaian FIFA scene? And well, let's have a chat about that as well. 55 minutes gone. Big Mike still confident with his 2-goal lead. Kallio still hasn't turned things around, as Big Mike making it very difficult for him. He's playing possession-based football now. It's keeping the ball very, very well. Goes out wide to Llorente. Back to Gravenberg. Sangare taking his time to bring the defense down. The heel to heel, almost beating that defense, but Kallio reading it perfectly well this time around. Frimpong Samuel, Charlie, when a Ghanaian coaches come the chat inside, we'll have to see that as well. Frimpong Samuel says, I keep for pressing, bro. When you get counter, your players in front are few. Interesting. I hope Kallio hears you. Calling for more of the press. Junior GH also coming in with his own list. He says Oscar, Montana, and Wonder Kid. Well, Oscar, if you're also on the stream, sorry, man, I should have put you in that conversation. Also, a brilliant skiller. In fact, a brilliant FIFA 23 all-around player. But when it comes to skill moves, Oscar has to be in that chat. I don't know why I left him out of that chat. Probably I forgot, but thanks for reminding me, Junior GH. He's got Oscar, he's got Montana, the Convict Records esports man, who's very, very excellent with the skill moves. And sometimes the skill moves, you can pull them off. You can try them, but how accurate are you with your executions? That is what puts you in that upper bracket for me. I feel like Montana, Oscar are also there. And he's got the OG himself, Wonder Kid, also in the chat. Well, he's been doing skill moves since what? FIFA 14, 15, 16. Well, it's only respectful that he put a big man himself in there as well. Emmanuel Bonzi with another very interesting comment. Says, least skillful guy, Kobe. Hey, Charlie. The Osmos esports man for hear you. He says the least skillful is Guy Kobe. Interesting. Well, go watch that game back between Dr. Dex and Guy Kobe, and maybe that game can clarify things for you if indeed Guy Kobe is the least skillful in the Ghanaian esports team. Very interesting comments coming from Emmanuel Bonzi. Here's a chance for Kallio to pull one back. R9 Ronaldo just took a heavy touch. Invited Big Mike to make that larger tackle, and he got it spot on. Able to win the ball back there, and he's still hanging on to a very precious 2-goal lead at this point in time. Musa Boro decides to turn well. Went for that finesse shot from distance, but just couldn't beat Yanor Black, who's been superb in goal. Gravenberg. A pause cued from Kallio, surely looking to change something up. Maybe he's heard from Frimpong Samuel, trying to put maybe some press in there, but he's got about 10 minutes to do so, and it feels like Big Mike doesn't want this to go to a port. Well, here comes Icarlio once again. Marcos Llorente doing want to hold on to that ball. And right, Ronaldo, brilliant move. Very, very strong finish. The Brazilian striker, always at your beck and call when you need a goal. And a lovely finish to back it as well. Icarlio right back in this one. Big Mike, you are not done yet. You've got to hold the lead for about 10 or 9 minutes or so. In the final moments of game 2, proving to be a very nervy one. Close game. Junior GH, thanks for all the comments coming in, especially from Emmanuel Bonzi. Junior GH, you guys have been incredible today. Junior GH also saying, honorable mention, FIFA Yesu, he's 90 minutes killing. Charlie. Yeah, the YouTuber FIFA Yesu, also a very strong follower of Ultimate Battle. We salute you, sir. Also a very, very strong skiller. Yebs Amayal says, I'm the best skiller. Hey, Charlie Yebs, blame for featuring for Ultimate Battle, make you show with your skills. So. Interesting. Well, 8 minutes to go. Icarlio down by 2-1. Hoping to turn things around. Big Mike looking forward to holding on to the ball. Maybe running down the clock a bit, but that is not the way. Giving the ball away cheaply in such an area. Allowing Icarlio to have another chance at that defense. Richarlison, surely he could find the finish now. The Brazilian lifts it over the goalkeeper. We've got the equalizer now. He sends the virtual crowd into a frenzy. The Plus Legends esports man looked like he wasn't down and out, and he's back from the dead as he gets a very well-deserved equalizer in the final moment. It felt like it was coming for him, putting more press on this one and able to find the finish. Richarlison is the man, the shapeshifter item, able to lift that one over the goalkeeper, and it makes it 2-2 on the scoreline. Well, Big Mike, who was hoping to level up the series, has just got to do it all over again. Back to square one, back to where it all started, with the scoreline level pegging. 2 minutes to go now. Corner kick coming in for Big Mike. Son decides to go back into Dumfries. Big Mike has to execute now. 1 minute to go. It might just go into extra time to find our winner. Brilliant pass into Son. A driven pass, but Son's positioning and timing, Big Mike not executed as he'd like. And he gives that final chance to the Plus Legends esports player. Another over-the-top through ball. Where did that run come from? He gives that finish it off with a goal. But Koulibaly able to catch him on that run, and we close it out, heading straight into extra time for this one. And what a brilliant game it has been so far. Icarlio 2, Big Mike 2 as well. Well, with regulation time ending, with the scoreline being at 2-2, we'll go for that quick break. When we're back, we'll head straight into extra time of this fixture to settle who grabs game 2. Is Icarlio going to be in pole position for the sweep with 2 straight wins, or is Big Mike going to come back and level this series up? After this break, we go straight into extra time of game 2.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
We are heading straight into extra time, game 2. The match is going to end at 30 minutes on the clock. And, well, hopefully we're able to grab a winner from both of these players. Ikalio plus Legends managed to get back into the game after he was 2 goals down. It felt like the whole game belonged to Big Mike, but it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Well, speaking of finishes, Joe Cole with a very huge chance to give Big Mike the lead once again, just wide off of that post. Big Mike starting like he did in the early stages in game 2. Sangare, Koulibaly. To be mindful, this game is going to end at the 30 in-game minutes mark, and hopefully by that time we'll be able to separate both of these players who've put up a very tight competition in game 2. Mike, very patient with the build-up once again. This time around, a very brilliant step in coming in from Ikalio. We've seen how deadly he can be with those over-the-top through balls, trying to get Petr Cech to exchange those 1-2 passes, but heavy pass means that Big Mike can grab possession once again. Llorente on that run, Koulibaly chasing him through the length of the pitch. Ikalio on the attack once again, over the top in another sequence. Ronaldinho, could he finish this off? Bouncing around, the Brazilian able to smash that into the far corner. As strong as you'd like. Probably the most skillful in-game foot item. Ronaldinho giving Ikalio a very crucial lead here. And could maybe, just maybe, complete this comeback. He's on the trails now. About 15 minutes to go now for Ikalio to grab game 2. What a turnaround. What a turn of events. We've kept saying on Ultimate Battle, it's about how you finish. He started the game very poorly, down by 2, able to get back into the game with a very strong goal in and around that 70th minute. And at the 82nd minute, Ikalio with a very big equalizer. And in extra time, he seems to be even creating more chances. Big chance for our night, but a red time finish means the shot just goes wide. A chance for him to seal the victory. Ikalio could be regretting not finishing that one up. 10 minutes to go now. Big Mike is now or never. It just felt like he was going to take this game, but things have changed. They've changed really quickly. Ahmed Musa. Big Mike looking to at least grab a draw from this game, but the footies item, the Liverpool man, Ibrahima Konate. Very strong, very quick as well, very aggressive in that position. Dumfries, Ronaldinho. 8 minutes to go. The 30th minute mark is going to spell the end of the game in game 2. And with the scoreline being in this position, meaning that Ikalio might just grab game 2 and it's in a very good position to complete the sweep. Sangare. Cole stopped in his tracks there. Ikalio holding on to a very precious lead. Ronaldinho making that run, but his Brazilian compatriot just can't find him. Ikalio just can't hold on to the ball, and Big Mike on another attack. Joe Cole, that link up between Joe Cole and Ahmed Musa has been so deadly, and they were looking to link up once again to grab a very crucial goal. Final minute to go now. The 30th minute is just around the corner. Big Mike about to seal it off, but surely now Ikalio grabs the victory. Big victory as well, as Ikalio has now won 2 straight games. Brilliant from the Ghanaian. And could this be the time that a Ghanaian wins in the international battle on Ultimate Battle? Well, Ikalio in a very strong position. Looks like he's on the path. We'll go for that quick break. When we are back, a very deciding big game 3 comes on. Kindly share the link so others join in what promises to be a very very good game 3 to watch. iCarlio versus Big Mike. I know now guys are not going to write Big Mike off because of the performance he put in game 2. So you know game 3 is going to be a very interesting one to watch. We go for that quick break. Game 3 on your screens right after the break.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yabao, we are here for game 3. Tell a friend to join in. And what has been an enjoyable one to watch so far, iCarlio making a very brilliant comeback, winning that game by 3-2, and is on the verge of completing the sweep. iCarlio still in the white kit that has been doing damage for him, kicking from left to right, and Big Mike trusting that, well, the Barcelona kit is going to produce some magic, kicking from right to left in this one. It's do or die time now for Big Mike, and I love when pro players are put in situations like this. It just brings out the best in them. Just tells them that it's now or never. Everything you've learned of FIFA 23, you have to put it to good use now, and you are being tested, and you are being tested by the Plus Legends esports player from Ghana, iCarlio, who's looking to seal the victory. Cool. Sangare on the rebound, just can't find that pass with Maldini in the way. 6 minutes gone. No quick goal from either of the teams. I'm expecting Big Mike to start as strongly as he did in game 2 with maybe some goals, maybe 2 goals might just do the trick for him. But we've already seen that iCarlio can still come back from 2 goals down, and well, Big Mike has a lot to do in game 3. But anything could happen. We've seen much more surprising things on Ultimate Battle. Cool. Big Mike, Teddy, very patient. Well, for the Elastico in this series, it just hasn't been a very, should I say, a very strong move for both of these sides. It has been Big Mike who has been trying to use the Elastico, but so far it hasn't been able to beat defenders for him. It has been that reverse Elastico which has been doing the magic, and I just feel like he's not really going to that skill move again. Speaking of the Elastico, there was Ahmed Musa once again trying that deadly move. Just can't beat the defender on yet another occasion. Carlio. And just what those triggering off those runs, they just seem to be going everywhere for Carlio. Step overs once again. Dumfries decides to recycle into Llorente. That partnership which I'm proving to be just a foot tall over and above Big Mike's midfield. and have been so influential in the game. Milinkovic-Savic has been so strong. The bulky frame does it for me. He just feels like he's going to bully each and every single midfielder now. I really don't want to see him in a battle with Ruud Gullit. Well, almost grabbing that shot, but Oblak very alert to the danger as Icarly bringing the goalkeeper out as early as he could and grabbing that with both hands. But like I was saying earlier, in the battle of Milinkovic-Savic versus Ruud Gullit, in fact, Ruud Gullit versus Milinkovic-Savic, tell me in the chat, who are you going for? This year, I feel like Ruud Gullit, not a lot. I've watched a lot of pro games. The Ghanaian pro players, the foreign pro players. Well, speaking of men that have done the business, this man is at the top of the tree. Petr Cech finds the back of the net with the extra pass from R9 Ronaldo. Icarly starting this game from where he left off in game 2, opening it up with a simple finish. With a very strong opening finish as well. Petr Cech able to grab that first goal of the game. Well. Big Mike on the verge of being knocked out on the battle. 3 games straight. Icarly on the verge of finishing this one up. Milinkovic-Savic. As I was saying earlier, Milinkovic-Savic versus Ruud Gullit. Who have you got? The Dutchman has been a premium on FIFA Ultimate Team for so many years, but it looked like FIFA 23, Milinkovic-Savic has just been rivaling him as maybe one of the best midfielders in that position. But who's been your best midfielder so far? I've already seen Bellingham also come in that conversation as well. Well, that is the response we like to see. Marcos Llorente able to find the back of the net. Big Mike not down and out yet. 30 minutes gone. 2 goals on the scoreline. 1-1. Both sides. Big Mike grabbing a goal to come back in to the tie. Well, you can't bring the brooms out yet. Big Mike trying to salvage something from this game. If you're still on the stream and you haven't liked it yet, what are you waiting for? If you've been enjoying what you've been seeing so far, kindly like the stream, kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're a big lover of FIFA esports in general, this is the channel for you. Ultimate Battle. We do this and every Friday 8:30 p.m. we go live, bring you the best of esports action, and we hope you enjoy every single one of them. So kindly subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the stream if you are enjoying this one, and kindly keep us a post notification so every time we go live you are notified. Icarly, well, trying to cap that one back into Marcos Llorente, but just couldn't find the finish. Edu Sir Patrick says he feels like Milinkovic-Savic is the best midfielder in the game. Well, with that bulky frame, with a 5-star skill move, it's just difficult to stop. And well, he's proving to be a menace and a thorn in Big Mike's flesh. Brilliant Musa. Whoa, he didn't require too many skill moves there. A very quick turn from the Nigerian striker almost gave the Nigerian UK-based player from X Games his first lead in game 3. Musa just feels like the forgotten foot item where a lot of people don't have him, but so far he's proving to be a very worthy card to have. Oh, speaking of the man, here he comes once again with a lovely roulette, decides to go into the Dutchman. Sangare and turns. Well, crowded in that area, but some high pressing coming from the X Games man. Cool. Chance not gone. Musa can't just find the finish. Hits the crossbar, and with virtually the last kick of the first half, couldn't finish that one off. But nervy moments. Icarly almost down by a goal, and well, Big Mike finishing the second half in a very strong position. Well, hopefully he can carry on and maybe ruffle Icarly's feathers a bit, because at this point the Ghanaian is on the verge of grabbing the victory. But it's still 1-1 at this point. Final 45 minutes to go in game 3, which could decide if we could bring the brooms out for game 3. Maybe we might just sweep this one out, or maybe Big Mike can turn things around. Ronaldo. Well, the two passes that we've seen a lot of times from Icarlio just comes out once again. Roberto Carlos down that left flank. It just seems to be running and running and running. Well, the deadly step over is proving to be so vital for Icarlio as he grabs the second goal, as he goes back into the lead. The step over into the left-footed finish from Petr Cech in goal. Well, the goalkeepers are running the show now. Milinkovic-Savic proving to be so deadly, but up front, the man with the helmet, Petr Cech, able to grab that second goal. Icarlio back in the lead. And well, the Ghanaians must be jubilating at this point. It's not been a rosy time for them on season 3 on Ultimate Battle. We saw Guy Kobe struggle against Dr. Deck. Same for Kalu against A-Rogs. Well, the Ghanaians just can't start jubilating yet, as the UK-based player Big Mike gets straight back into the game. Ahmed Musa on that volley. Quite fortunate for him, the ball just bounced into his lane, but he's going to take that all day long. 2-2 now. Well, back and forth. Here we go. 55 minutes gone. 2 goals apiece, and we just can't separate both sides. It feels like every time Icarlio scores, Big Mike is able to turn things around and equalize. Player lock coming in from that Cole item. Musa into St. Juice. Well, the defender making strides into a very strong advantageous position. Oblak grabbing that with both hands to keep the scoreline at 2-2. Gravenberch, Son, Musa trying to exchange that pass. Well, one thing I've noticed about how Big Mike is playing, if he's about to execute those skill moves, it's just at the end of him playing out a lot of passes. So we're just about to see those 1-2 passes between Musa and Joko up front. And it looked like Icarlio read that very, very well and was able to get into those passing lanes to make a very strong interception. But well, it has proven to be very deadly for Big Mike. Well, speaking of deadly, this man up front almost with a deadly finish there. The Elastico into the shot from Ronaldinho, blocked very well. And Big Mike trying everything he can. It's quite understandable as well. This is the game for him. This is the game for him to turn things around. This is the game, which is going to say he's not down and out yet. This is the game for him to grab his first win on Ultimate Battle. Llorente turning. Well, Roberto Carlos. We've had this conversation a lot of times about who is the best left back in the game. We've heard shouts from Capdevila. Capdevila even upgraded now with his footies item. That 95 rated card. So strong. And now there's this 97 rated Roberto Carlos that I see in division rivals almost every single time. The Brazilian, so strong. But I just don't like his height. But it seems like a lot of pro players like to go with the Roberto Carlos item, and is in Icarlio squad for a reason and is doing a very excellent job. You could put the shapeshifters Kamavinga also in that conversation. Very, very strong left back as well. But so far, I think Roberto Carlos has won me over with how he's been performing brilliantly for Icarlio. Maldini. Ronaldinho. Well, speaking of Roberto Carlos, you see, it looks like he's on both sides as well. He's on Big Mike's team as well as Icarlio doing damage on both sides. So if you haven't got him in your team, well, try to get him. It's either him or Footies Capdevila at this point, the two highest rated left backs, and you could pick from your bunch. If your squad is heavily gifted with Brazilian players, maybe you could lean towards the icon Roberto Carlos. If it's heavy with Spanish players, as Joko, another hero item. Well, we're speaking of a fellow hero item in Capdevila. And another one able to prove very vital with an excellent finish. Big Mike. Wow. People had written him off. People were writing him off. But the UK-based player seems like he's ready to change that narrative. 3-2 now. 3-2 now. If he can just hold on to it. We saw him lead by 2-0 in game 2. Ikalio turn things around. He's in another leading position now. Can he right the wrongs? Can he do something differently now? Well, that is the big question now. St. Just makes another marauding run up front. Big Mike on the third. Finds a deadly Joko. Returns it into Son. The reverse elastico just couldn't bring down that defense. Ikalio on the third. Trying with those over the top 2 balls once again. Antoine Griezmann this time around can't outrun that defense. And Big Mike surely now looking for a way to seal this one out. Sangare. Musa. St. Just. Big Mike taking his time to find the open man. Joko! Well, it doesn't seem like he's going to just play it out. He's looking for more goals. Well, surely if he grabs another goal, then we are going to end the game. But sometimes in every moment like these, you probably lean towards holding on to the ball, keeping possession, running the clock down a bit. But it looks like Big Mike is thinking very differently. Sangare. Gravenberg. 3 minutes ago now. Ikalio surely now going to throw everything at it. But that could spell danger. Ryan Gravenberg just can't find the extra pass. And well, here comes the Plus Legends esports man, who showed us that he can score in final moments, and he'll have to do that once again. Very good cross. Griezmann into the pass and the finish. A big goal coming in the dying moment. Richarlison, the substitute, a super sub now on the finish, near post of the goalkeeper. Wow. In the 2 games consecutively that we've seen Ikalio, he's able to score in late times. Crazy scenes here. We are back level, and that was virtually the last kick of the game. Kudos to the Plus Legends esports player for just not giving up. Wow. Crazy scenes as we'll be heading straight into extra time. Big Mike, you have to work a lot harder if you're looking to beat Ikalio in this fixture. Brilliant game. I hope you've enjoyed yourself so far. If Ikalio grabs the victory, well, kudos to him. If Ikalio grabs the victory, kudos to him. But it would even mean that Big Mike put up a very strong fight, I must say, in game 3. He didn't let Ikalio just take this victory. But, well, Ikalio will still have to work for the win. At this point in time, Richarlison. Well, it looks like it's just him at this point. The Brazilian, he's just everywhere in that attack. And he almost made it 4-3. And he almost put Ikalio up in front. Big Mike has to start thanking Van der Sar in goal for that huge save. Gravenberg, Big Mike, his first chance in extra time. And it just kind of overwhelms him a bit. You're leading 3-2. You just got about 10 minutes to hold on to that lead, and out of nowhere, with virtually the last kick of the game, you concede, and it could just be heartbreaking at this point. That is why sometimes I admire these pro players who are able to come back into situations like this under pressure. Are you good enough to keep your calm? Are you good enough to keep your calm, to play the way you've been playing, not to change anything? Do not let the pressure get to you. And well, it's on display now. Ikalio versus Big Mike from X Games, the Nigerian all the way from the UK, battling it out on Ultimate Battle. You're not going to get to anywhere else. It's on YouTube only. Ultimate Battle. Kindly follow us on all of our social media handles. On Twitter, it's a follow Alt Battle. Instagram, it's a Ultimate Battle. We bring the best of esports action from Ghana, Africa, and beyond. Jesus Dumfries on that right with 3 minutes to go in the first half of extra time. Another through ball. Very good crossing. Just can't latch onto the cross. Richarlison, the danger man, almost finishing that one up again. Wow. The super sub. Akalio started with R9 Ronaldo up front. And he's just substituted to bring in Richarlison. Who would you would agree that is not even a better striker. But speaking of this man who's been slept on so many times, well, this striker's got to go. Ahmed Musa. His place in the team was questionable for Big Mike, but he stuck with it. Ikalio decided to shift the striker from R9 to Richarlison in extra time. But for Big Mike, he's trusted and trusted his fellow Nigerian on the virtual pitch, Ahmed Musa, getting him his lead once again, and he's put back into that position. What is he going to do differently? He's up by a goal. We saw him being up by a goal in regulation time. He gave that one up. That's Ikalio. Have it in him yet again to equalize. We've got 15 minutes to answer that question for you. Big Mike kicking from left to right in the final 15 minutes of extra time. How is it going to go like? Let me know in the comment section who you've got winning this one. Or do you think this is the game for Big Mike to grab his first win and ultimate battle? Or is Ikalio going to do what he loves doing, actually breaking hearts in final moments? Llorente on the right. Big Mike. Well, aggressive defending from Ikalio, who's doing everything in his power to win the ball back as we head into that pause. Ten minutes or so to go. This is probably the 10 biggest minutes of the battle so far for Big Mike. He has something to hold on to, and he's got to hold on to that with both hands. Another through ball coming in. Diego Carlos, the run wasn't just timed to perfection this time around. We've seen Ikalio time these runs also. I kind of thought that wasn't going to be offside, but well, the linesman says you went too early, and Ikalio just can't find the open man. St. Just 7 minutes to go. Big Mike Kosile off with a goal. Decides to go the same way with Luis Muriel and loses that ball. The Plus Legends Esports man, you still got another chance to attack Big Mike's goal. What can he do with a chance? The lofted pass from Richarlison, not the best, as Roberto Carlos able to regain possession. Llorente, Big Mike, turn it. Maldini, very aggressive there, but the ref says that was an illegal challenge and a foul where Big Mike will probably be smiling. A foul in a very good position for him, where he'll be able to hold on to the ball and maybe run that clock down. Calls for that second player with the free kick stance. Son. Gravenberg holding on to the ball so dearly. Gravenberg, the very strong card in this game. Since 10. The clock is ticking and ticking in favor of Big Mike. We could seal it off with a victory, Son. Well, we've seen a situation like this before. Very good tackle, Koulibaly. You could tell Big Mike really wants this victory, throwing everything he's got at it. Roberto Carlos just can't find that pass, and surely now the X Games Esports player able to grab that first win on board. And can he channel this momentum into 2 straight victories? That is the big question on the board. We go for that quick break. When we are back, game 4 is on the way. We are not just done yet. Could we see Big Mike turn things around? Well, let me know in the comment section if that is going to happen. Go for that quick break. Game 4 on the horizon straight right after this.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Could be worse. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Game 4 is now upon us after a brilliant game 3. We went back and forth to that one, but in the end, Big Mike from UK, well, he says he's not just done yet. And could he continue with the winning streak in game 4? It will be very vital for him. And maybe you could see the whole of the 5 games we played on Ultimate Battle. We did see that last week when we saw the Nigerian A-Rocks going up against the Ghanaian from Play Province. Kaluwe was the Nigerian who was able to take the final game in game 5. Could we see the same thing? Well, it's up to Big Mike and Ikalio now in game 4. Who has the edge? Who has the cutting edge in attack? And that will be the big question now. Check. So it's still the Barcelona kit for Big Mike. He's stuck with that from the start. Well, the man you'd want at the helm of these chances, R9 Ronaldo, had a glorious chance to put Big Mike ahead just wide off of that post. Brilliant start to the game. Just like Big Mike would have won it. But if the scoreline had changed, it would have been a very, very happy man going into the first 10 minutes of the game. So yeah, Big Mike still with the Barcelona kit with the black and blue strip. Well, and the red colors also in there for FC Barcelona with that strip. Kicking from left to right. Big Mike constantly attacking with Ikalio, the Plus Legends esports player in the all-white kit. Well, the momentum now flowing through one man's veins. His name is Big Mike. From the UK, turning things in a manner which a lot of people on the stream surely couldn't believe. Looking at what we saw in game 1, he was beating by 6 goals to 3. All of a sudden, things are changing. There's more goals coming in from his side. Well, that could have been the second All Black with a very excellent save. But what a turn of events. That is why we love FIFA esports. That is why we love Ultimate Battle, for showcasing us with these great talents. I've kept saying a lot of times about how great Big Mike has been, but Ikalio proves every single time when he's got the chance, he always finds the finish. R9 Ronaldo on the other end, the Titans item, pulling this one back. Well, just like we started in game 3, game 4 continues in the same fashion. 2 goals in the first half, a goal apiece for both sides, and they both know what is at stake. What's at stake for Ikalio? Well, if he grabs this victory, he closes the series out. If you just joined us on Ultimate Battle, kindly subscribe. If you just joined us on Ultimate Battle for this series, and well, you don't know what is happening so far. Ikalio grabbed game 1. Ikalio grabbed game 2. He was on the verge of sweeping the series, but Big Mike, very resilient, able to grab game 3. And in this game 4 that we are witnessing, Big Mike starting off strong, as he was able to grab a very early first goal, but the Plus Legends esports player says you're not going to get it easy on my watch, able to equalize with 22 minutes gone. But surely, well, Heung-min Son in almost the same position that he scored that first goal with another reverse elastico. This time around, Ikalio able to get a smart save there. Yano Black, their Let's Go Madrid goalkeeper, able to get a very strong hand at that. Gravenberg, Ronaldo. Well, we said that this man is full of goals and he's bagging them all right. Big Mike, well, proving to be too big actually for Ikalio. He's trusted the Barcelona kit. An interesting thing from Ultimate Battle fans and producers also at the Ultimate Battle studios alerting me that Icarly is also in the Barcelona jersey and he's also a Barcelona fan. Well, it's surely going to be hurting him at this moment if Big Mike seals up the victory. Check on that shot there, but a very big block coming from Kalidou Koulibaly at the back, the man who just made that big money move to Saudi Arabia. And well, so far 30 minutes gone. Big Mike able to turn things around to grab him that lead back. Milinkovic-Savic, chance not gone. Very good header from Gravenberch to be able to get that out of danger. Junior G8, salute to you as well. I feel like you've been the few of the constants on the stream today. We've seen a really change in shift in numbers. Well, there's a shift in the scoreline as well. We are back to level pegging. 2-2. Petr Cech once again with that deadly left foot of his. This time around, it is the Trivela that finds him the goal. The outside of the foot shot. Able to get that past the goalkeeper. Icarly back in this one. So Junior G8 says Big Mike playing better game after game. It's evident as well if you've been following from game one. He lost game one 6-3. Game two, a more closer margin, but still Icarly grabbed the victory. Game three, he was more clinical as we would have wanted, able to hold on to that lead in extra time and was able to grab the victory. Game two, it's evident. We are seeing he's playing so well, decisive with his passes, very good possession based football from the X Games esports player, and so far he's got the draw out of this one. But it's been an excellent finish to the Ultimate Battle series from the Nigerian player. Llorente, Savic, another through ball looking to find the Brazilian left back who's been a constant feature in this Ultimate Battle series. The left back, Roberto Carlos, going strong for both of the sides. Well, if you've been watching Big Mike closely as well, it seems like most of his attack usually channels from the wings into the middle areas. Usually when I'm watching FIFA Pro players, it's patterns like these that I'm always looking out for. Where does he start from? Where does he end with? For Big Mike, seems like he always starts from the right into the middle, and we almost saw with that sequence that he was able to grab another goal from that one as well. Well, first half in the books now, 2-2, as tight as we'd have expected. Big Mike saying he's just not going to sign off on Ultimate Battle, sign out actually on Ultimate Battle easy like that and just go home, leaving fans unsatisfied. He had to put up a very good game, and put up a very good game he has done so far in the first half. Well, for Icarly, wanting to seal this one out, putting everything he's got on this one. Well, could we see the whole series being level at 2-2, or could we see Icarly joining the likes of Aerox and Dr. Dex as Season 3 champions? Carlos, Llorente, Icarly. Well, the man who's been doing business all day long gets back to the way he's been finding those finishes. The pass from Milinkovic-Savic, that deadly duo once again. Llorente, Savic, Ronaldo, in that order, doing brilliantly to put Icarly up ahead for the first time in this game. What a way to grab your first lead in the game. R9 Ronaldo able to find the back of the net, and Big Mike has to do it all over again. The Plus Legends esports man able to lead for the first time in this in game 4 actually. Gravenberch, Son down that left flank, turning with a brilliant scoop from the South Korean, who's been very efficient on that left flank for Big Mike so far. Gravenberch, well, trying that quick pass, but Diego Carlos read that fully and able to step in with a crucial interception. We've kind of had conversations about who's been the best midfielder in the game, who's been the best striker in the game. For the best striker, we've had a lot from that one. Speaking of attacking possession, this man has been in the SBCs for a lot of days, but people keep on overlooking him and he keeps proving them wrong. Heung-min Son back among the goals, back on the score sheets, able to level things up for Big Mike, but horrible defending from Mike Calio there. Terrible shifting goalkeeper. Well, the movement of the defenders wasn't just there from the Plus Legends esports player, and he's got it all to do now. Down, allowing Son running through the whole of the defense. Big Mike surely going to take that every single time. Step West once again. The Brazilian on that right has just been so shifty. Well, maybe the jinx there, but the pass just can't split open that defense. 60 minutes gone. 3-3 now. So far from game 2 to game 5, to game 4 has been so close. We've had 3 very strong and exciting close games, and I hope you've enjoyed every single minute of it so far. You're not going to get this anywhere else. One place only. It's Ultimate Battle. So if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly hit that subscribe button. Kindly share the link so others join in the fun as well. Kindly put us on post notification. Every Friday night we go live to bring you the best of the action from the esports world. Son. Ronaldinho. That run coming in from Arna, well, probably mentor for Milinkovic-Savic, was making a deep run from the midfield areas into a more advantageous position. So now for Akali, who's been sticking kind of with this 5-back formation, you would have probably thought that maybe that he needs a goal now. He would have probably gone to a 4-back formation, but he's still sticking with the 5-back formation, believing that it's still going to grab him a goal, and it's also making things difficult for Big Mike to break him down as well. Ronaldinho, very good step in. Maldini, that is why he's one of the highest rated defenders there, but a howler. Icarly on the verge of just losing it in that dangerous position. You've got to be wary now. We're heading into the final 15 minutes of the game, and you do not want to give the ball away at this juncture. Check. Roberto Carlos. Gravenberch. Doing so well in that midfield. I've kind of focused on Milinkovic-Savic. I've forgotten about the Dutchman a little, but well, you can see for yourself. The footies item has been superb. He's quick, he's tall, he's agile as well. What do you want from midfielder? Well, you've got those qualities in him. Maybe not as tall as Milinkovic-Savic, not as aggressive as the goalkeeper in that midfield areas, but he's also a very good option to use. Speaking of the devil, well, there he is. Finds Son on that left. Roberto Carlos, Ronaldinho, Sangare, Son, turning, finds Ronaldinho once again. Ahmed Musa! Oh my word! Well, personally, my favorite of all the goals so far, and the time that it came. We've been saying constantly that Big Mike has been struggling in minutes like this, in clutch minutes. With just 10 minutes to go, he grabs probably the biggest goal of the day. Musa with the elastico outside of the foot shot. Oblak left helpless, and Big Mike leading. Well, it's turning now. The tables are turning now. We might just have a deciding game 5. 10 minutes to go now. Big Mike, you've got to hold on to it yet again. Ahmed Musa, I've been impressed with this footies item. Well, you could include him in your squad. He's worthy of being in your squad. I hope you've enjoyed watching him. I have enjoyed watching him. The UK-based player started slow, but we've kept saying it's not about how you start, it is about how you finish. And he's been finishing very, very strongly. Koulibaly, Llorente, Big Mike surely now in a position that we've seen him in the previous game. Very reluctant to even go forward at this point. If it were to be you, what you have done? The time is running out now. You surely want to grab the victory. You want to level this series up well. That is not the way. Sangare just playing that one out for a throw and giving Aikalio another chance to attack his goal. Yoris Savage. The battle of the midfielders, of the goalkeepers in that midfield position. But Lloris's pass, not the best in that position. And Big Mike can hold on to possession once again. Sangare, 2 minutes to go. Switching the plane to Roberto Carlos. Aikalio chasing after it, but it's just looking like a dead end from here on going. The Nigerian man almost on the verge of leveling the series up. Very, very strong, and we might just have a game 5. We are surely going to have a game 5. What a turn of events. What a turn of events. If you didn't watch this from the start, you know what? Rewind things. Start from where we started from. 6-3 down. He's been able to pull something like this off. It's now 2 games apiece. We heading to the final game. You must be there. You must be there. Tell another person to be there as well. It's going to be exciting. Who grabs the victory? Let me know in the comment section as we go for the last and final break of the day. Ultimate Battle. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Well, enjoy it even more as game 5 will be coming to you right after the break.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Aye butu. Charlie, open dang. If you're not enjoying what you are seeing, then well, maybe you need more goals. And probably game 5 has more goals in store for us. Daniel Django says, hey, dinner with plastic chair. Change seat for Ike, please. We ain't losing. Well, put on your support and prayers behind the Plus Legends esports player as he's on the verge of bottling this one. Interesting. Up by 2 games. He's now I wouldn't say he's just relaxed a bit, but Big Mike has just improved. Honestly, if you've been watching from the first game, he's just improved on how he's been playing. Quicker passes, decisive movements. He's been more clinical. Kudos to him. He deserves to be in a position like this, and I hope for all the best in the final deciding fixture, winning the ball higher up the field. That could create some chances for him. The Elastico, it seems like he's also down with just 2 moves. Elastico, reverse Elastico. The go-to moves for the Nigerian man, and is doing wonders for him at this point in time. Son, Roberto Carlos on that left. Well, surely looking to find R9, decides to reject that option. Milinkovic Savic, the man once again doing the dirty work for Ikalio in that area. Dumfries, a more patient build up now from Ikalio, looking to break that defense down, and it's going to take a lot more from him. Ronaldinho down that right, but referee says that was an illegal run, just offside. Ikalio desperate to get onto that score sheet to open that scoring, and Big Mike has given him a little bit more to think about. People thought this was going to be a walk in the park for the Plus Legends esports, man. People thought this was going to be an easy victory and the first win on the international battles for the Plus Legends esports, man. But things not working that way. Marcos Llorente with the first goal of the crucial game. Big Mike, well, coming up big in the biggest of the games. Marcos Llorente smashing that into the back of the net. And well, just as we thought Ikalio was going to break the case of Ghanaian players losing in season 3, it's looking like it's not going to happen. Big Mike continuing the streak for the foreign-based players' dominance on Ultimate Battle season 3. We've seen Dr. Dex do magic. We've seen A-Rox do magic. It's the 10th of the Nigerian UK-based player to continue in that same fashion. Wow, that looked like that was going to be 2. Very, very good save. Ikalio has got Oblak in goal to thank. Almost conceding the second there, but Big Mike, what a way to turn things around. Constantly attacking Ikalio's goal. And well, we're just 20 minutes gone. The final game proving to be as interesting as we would have wanted. Gravenberch, Ronaldo, another Elastico coming in there. You know what? It looks like Ikalio knows the moves that are coming, but you just can't stop it. The Elastico, reverse Elastico, coming in every single time for Big Mike, but you just can't do anything to stop it. That is the brilliance of FIFA esports. If you are good with 1 or 2 skill moves, keep practicing on those skill moves, and it feels like Big Mike, he's got the Elastico and the reverse Elastico at his fingertips, and he's just using them to perfection at this moment. 27 minutes gone. How do you rank Big Mike's performance now in comparison to A-Rocks, to Dr. Dexter, Guy Kobe, to Kalu? Season 3 has just been superb. Gravenberch. R9 looking to pull his way through the defenders. That is why you have this man right up there. That is why he is my favorite striker in FIFA Ultimate Team. R9 Ronaldo cheating his way through the defense. And well, bullying his way, I should say. Grabbing that second goal of the game. We've always had debates about, have you got Team of the Year Mbappe or have you got R9 Ronaldo? Well, maybe this goal could change your mind. The reason why I'm always leaning towards R9 Ronaldo is his bulky frame. And in moments like this, it just comes to good use. The bulky frame, able to bully his way through the defenders and grab you a goal. Maybe Mbappe is more quicker than him, is more agile than him. But moments like this, you want one man and one man only. The Brazilian icon, R9 Ronaldo, the king of the goals in FIFA Ultimate Team, grabs the second goal for Big Mike, who's on his way for the ultimate comeback on Ultimate Battle. Probably the biggest comeback we've ever seen since the inception of Ultimate Battle. He could make it 3 years. Swan, this time around, stopped in his tracks. Well, he's got a foul on the edge of the area. And things not looking too well for Ikalio. Things are not looking too well for Ikalio. Sound the alarm, guys. Sound the alarm. Ikalio in a lot of trouble. And he's even looking back at the way Big Mike is attacking him. Well, Duba with another comment. I saw his earlier comment saying Falamat for Ikalio. Well, I guess it's not too far now. Ikalio looking to turn things around, but Big Mike, well, as strong as you like. Well, Big Mike putting his stamp on game 5. At the start of the game when Ikalio beat Big Mike by 6 goals to 3, you can't tell me that you had at the back of your mind that we'll go to 5 games. Everybody thought we're going to end this in 3 games or probably maybe 4, but he's taking him to 5 games. And that alone is a win for me. The UK-based player has just been superb with the way he's turned things around, and now it's up to Ikalio to try to find a way back in the game, which is not looking likely because this first half has been Big Mike, Big Mike, Big Mike so far. Roberto Carlos down that left once again, finding Gravenberch. Sangare, very good pass, finding Ronaldo. Wow, I know the loose balls are going to him now. The FIFA gods kindly on the Nigerian player side. He's winning every single battle in that area. St. Just. Sangare once again. R9 Ronaldo. Looking like he's going to play for that last attack in the first half. Milinkovic-Savic gets the ball back for Ikalio. If he grabs a goal now, well, it's going to make it even more interesting. But surely that spells the end of this one. In that first half, Big Mike with a surprising 2-goal lead. And he might just seal this one off. Stay tuned. The second half, the last and final half of today's battle. Ikalio plus Legends all the way from Ghana. Kobe Despi, I've also been seeing that you've been commenting throughout the session as well. Big ups to you. He says earlier, he said that Big Mike is a very good learner, and in his recent comment he says, I like how Big Mike is tracking all the top 2 balls. Well, it just shows that you've been following. You said that he was a big learner, and now you've seen that he's tracking those runs. That is what Ultimate Battle is about. They could beat you in game 1, but you could figure out how your opponent is playing and find a way to stop it, and it looks like he's stopping those runs from Ikalio, and he's putting the Plus Legends under a lot more pressure. Gravenberch, reverse elastico, Ronaldinho. That turn away just messed up with the angle there. Big Mike with a huge opportunity to go 3 goals up. Wow. Gravenberch, Ronaldo, early stages in the second half, and Big Mike just not letting this one go. He's on this one very, very hard. But I call you. Looking to turn things around here. R9 Ronaldo on the volley, trying to find that pass. But in the way, there comes Koulibaly once again. Early stages of the second half, and we've been blessed with attacking prowess on display so far from both sides. But Big Mike has been as clinical as you'd love. FIFA 23, the game where you could surely create chances upon chances upon chances, and chances have come for both sides, but there has been one man who's been taking them in the final game, Ronaldinho. St. Just once again, who's been a constant threat on that right flank. He's been so good for Big Mike, who's starting those passes once again. His weaving passes have been what has made the difference for him. He's been causing Icardi a lot of problems. Icardi looking to go to his go-to move once again without over the top two ball, but read to perfection by Big Mike. Llorente. And I've just been alerted by someone who's also watching very keenly that in that first game, there is the 10. Oh, surely now, he's on the road. That driven line pass into Ronaldinho, the lone item. Well, just as I was about to say something about lone items, the lone item finds the finish. So I've just been alerted by someone who's been watching closely that in the first game, it felt like Big Mike wasn't using those lone items. But from the second game onwards, he's gone to those lone items and they've been doing the business for him. R9 Ronaldo up front has been top-notch. Ronaldinho has been top-notch, and so far, Icardi just can't find a way to handle them. Savage, he has to start grabbing the goals now. And the time is just not on his side. Big Mike, what a performance. Probably the best performance of the whole day. What a way to turn things around. Salute to you, sir. But you've got about 20 minutes to hold on to a very good 3-goal lead. An advantageous 3-goal lead. A delicate 3-goal lead. You could call it any 3-goal lead you want. You could start relaxing a bit, but well, the things could turn around. But with the time on his side, Big Mike clearly on the way to turn it around. Would this be the best comeback we've seen on Ultimate Battle? Would this be the best comeback we've seen on Ultimate Battle? Let me know in the chat if this is the best comeback you've seen on Ultimate Battle. But I can't. You had a chance to just get back into the game. Ronaldinho was a huge opportunity saved by the goalkeeper. Ronaldinho was the man who missed on that chance. Didn't make the mistake the second time, run it. And with that poor excuse from Icardi, he knows there's life back into this one. And just as we said, Big Mike was going to close this one out. Icardi with a goal of his own from the execution from the corner kick. Ronaldinho breathing life back into the Plus Legends esports player. And we are not done yet. We are not done yet. 17 minutes to go. A crucial 17 minutes at that as well. Llorente, who's been a brilliant player to watch so far. You could also put him in that conversation of best midfielder in the game. He's just been brilliant, and it's just marvelous to watch how he's been utilized by Big Mike in the battle so far. Petr Cech with another attempt at that driven pass, but just can't find him. The step over is almost coming out there from Icardi, who's trying everything in his power to grab one goal before the 80th minute mark. But well, here comes the 80th minute mark. And the running from Gravenberg on that left. Big Mike surely now looking to seal it off, but runs into a wall at the back. Icardi surely, if he's looking for a goal, has to grab a goal now. In a very good position. The man who's been termed as the super sub, almost grabbing the finish. But well, last ditch tackles like this, I've already kept saying that it just makes things more nicer to watch. Big Mike not giving Ikalio a sniff at his goal. 6 minutes to go. Big Mike on the road now. On the road now. Dumfries winning the ball back for Ikalio. It has to go up front. It has to go up front now from the Plus Legends Esports, man. The clock is ticking. It is ticking, but no, the pass not good enough. And under pressure moments like these, when you're down by 2 goals, it's just so difficult to come back from. Big Mike turning Musa to finish it off. Yes, he does. Surely the final finish of the game, Ahmed Musa. Unrelenting. He hasn't stopped scoring. Big Mike surely has now sealed off the victory. 4 goals to 1. It's so emphatic to watch so far. He was beating heavily in game 1. Now he's won heavily in game 5. The whole stretch is what we are looking for. It's not about how you start. It is about how you finish. And he's finished as emphatically as you like. As he's turned things around. The whole of the game has been brilliant to watch. The whole of the series has been brilliant to watch. I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. Surely my best series of season 5 so far. Closely behind what we saw last week. Kalu versus Aaron. Top notch. This one even top. Big Mike. Wow. If the Ghanaian FIFA community, if the African FIFA community, in fact, if the world esports community didn't know your name now, I hope Ultimate Battle has put your name out there. You've left your mark on our streaming channel. Thank you for honoring the invitation so far. What a brilliant series you have played. Ikalio, I'm sorry, this wasn't just your day. Starting off very well, but the finish was just not good enough. For the Plus Legends Esports, man, we'll have to go back to the drawing board and try to change things sometime. But that is how we sign out. That is how we draw the curtains for today's battle. And what a battle it has been. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned, because next week there could be even another bigger one. Stay tuned. Season 3 is live. Ultimate Battle. My name is Simon, signing out for this one. I hope you enjoyed every single minute. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you've told a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to the channel. Like the stream. Kindly post that on post notifications, because next week when we go live, it's surely going to be a banger. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned next week. We'll be right back with more action from Ultimate Battle.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Do you have the heart of a champion? Or are you just another chump?
Known as some fighters, ain't nobody higher. You don't need a lighter, I'm bringing the fire. Nobody better, they fell in my presence. I'm known as a legend, but you call me sire.
Step into the proving ground. Show the world what you're made of.
I don't want nothing for free. I'm here to work. Only what's fine for me. I gotta be first.
When the time comes, will you rise?
Come to your worst. I've been through the dirt. I've been through the dirt.
You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.